Yes, good evening, guys. Can you hear me? Am I audible online? Praveen Kumar, good evening. Yes, guys, good evening. Yes, good evening. Abdul, Ibrahim, Deepika, good evening. Vijay Kumar, good evening. Okay, right. Very good. Okay, now we are going to continue the installation, guys. Okay, guys, please keep quiet. Why you are making noise? I'm unable to understand, guys. I hope you are not kids, right? Yes, no. Last row and last before row. Focus on it. Please concentrate. It's a very, very important session. We are discussing now how to install the operating system. Got it, guys? Please, after completing the session, you can speak. It's not a problem. Yes, good evening. Kirti, Shweta, sorry, Srinivas, sorry. Right, guys. So now we are going to continue the installation. Yesterday we created one virtual machine. Then already we started installation yesterday. So now we are going to continue the installation. Okay. So I'm going to resume this virtual machine. Yesterday we pass, we suspend, then we are continue from installation summary. Guys, please focus on it. We are doing installation. Don't ask the questions like videos when you're going to provide, send the admin number and those all stuff. I'm not going to give the reply, for especially for online. Got it, guys? If you're having like this question, you can ask me after completing the session. First of all, concentrate what we are trying to discussing now. Got it, guys? Especially for online, I'm saying. Okay. So if you don't ask unnecessary questions, guys, and few people they are asking my personal details also. Yesterday. What you are going to do with my personal details, man? Please focus on it. If you're having any doubts in Linux, you can ask me, then I will explain you. If you're asking like my personal details, my personal questions, I'm not going to provide the answer. Okay. I'm Imran, that's it. I belongs to Naresh IT. That's enough. Right. So let's see, guys, here. Installation summary. Coming to installation summary, then we have three options: localization, software, and system. Coming to localization, we'll have resound coming. Then what I need to do? Give me 1 minute. Here, a few kids, they are logging into our organization now, into our class, and they're making few diagrams here. So can you hear me, guys? Am I audible now? Am I audible now? Hello? Now it's okay, guys? Okay, right. So coming to localization, we have three options now: date and time, keyboard, and language support. So total three options will have: localization, software, and system. If you go to 7.0, if you go to 8.0, even if you go to 9.0, also same options will have, but like output wise different. That's it. Same options will have. Right, guys? Localization having three options here: date and time, keyboard support, and language support. Right? So let's see, guys, here. Click date and time. So click on top of the date and time. According to India, we need to provide region Asia and city Kolkata. Right? So let's see here. If you know map, then you can double click on top of the Kolkata. Automatically, you're going to get Asia and Kolkata. If you doesn't know map, directly you can write Asia, Kolkata here. I hope you got it, guys. So now here 24/7 time or AM PM time. So depends upon your requirement, you can give. So time 24/7 time also you can give 24 hours time, and then AM PM time also you can give, depends upon your requirement. Right, guys? Now date. So today date 21st only, no need to change. 22nd, right? So change 22nd, right? 22nd 2022, December 22nd, right, guys? So first we need to provide region, depends upon your country, you need to provide the region. So we are in India, because of that reason we have provided Asia, and city Kolkata. Then time depends upon your requirement, you can give 24 hours time or AM PM time. Then here date we need to change according to our requirement. And what is this? Network time. Network time means, so network time means, for example, assume this, in your organization you'll have 200 missions, right? So as an administrator, can we able to assign the time for 200 missions manually? That to unique time we need to assign. We have 200 missions into our organization, guys. We need to assign the unique time for 200 missions. Manually it is possible, guys. Manually it is possible. So it's not possible. We need to switch on the mission. We need to assign the time. And we need to switch on another mission. We need to assign the time. Like this, we have 200 missions. So if you doesn't have the unique time, we are unable to access few services. And how you are going to calculate your employee login details? It's a bit difficult to us. That's it now, guys. So whether your employee, he try to log in into the proper time, whether he's like log out from proper time or not, we need to calculate the login times. And if you want, you can go to Windows operating system. I hope you will have the Windows operating system into your laptop, right? Modify the system time, right, guys? Modify the system time, right? And try to access the Google. You need to connect the internet, modify the operating system time, try to access the Google services, right, guys? You are unable to access. You should have the proper time synchronization, then only we can able to access the few services. So because of that reason, we are going to deploy one server called NTP in real-time enrollment. NTP full form, network timing protocol. Okay, right, guys? So we have one service called network timing protocol, NTP, right, guys? So NTP is a protocol. NTP server we are going to install into one server mission. We are going to connect the server into our network automatically, right? So this NTP server, it is going to provide the time to each and every mission at a time. So if we having the NTP server, while you are installing the client mission, assume this, we are installing client now, right? So we have settings here. We need to click settings symbol. Here we need to provide the NTP server details. NTP server, IP address or host name we need to provide. NTP server, host name or IP address we need to provide. You need to click and you should switch on this, right? If you switch on this client automatically it is going to synchronize with the NTP server. No need to provide the time manually here. You're going to get the time automatically from NTP server. Okay. How many people you know about Docomo? Tata Docomo. Nowadays we doesn't have. So maybe like before 4 to 5 years we'll have Docomo, right? Yes, no. How many people you know 1100 mobile Nokia? Feature mobile. In olden days, like before 10 years, maybe before 7 to 8 years before, we'll have 1100 Nokia mobile. That is black and white mobile, right? So at the time we have only few service providers. Airtel, Hutch, not Vodafone. At the time that is Hutch. Okay, Airtel, Hutch, Idea. And then they introduced to us, Tata peoples, they introduced to us Docomo, pulse rating, right? So 1 second per 1 paisa. So like this, they introduced to us. Guys, if you observe in 1100 mobile, if you connect the Airtel mobile, right? Sorry, Airtel SIM into your mobile, we have the 1100 mobile. We are trying to connecting Airtel SIM. We are trying to inserting the Airtel SIM into 1100, right? If you switch on the mobile, then what we need to do? We need to provide the time manually. Without providing the time, the device, it won't start. Maybe like who know 1100 mobile, those people, they know very well about that, because I know very well. Okay. So clear, guys. If you connect the SIM, if you insert the SIM, if you switch on the mobile, it won't start. We need to provide the time. Nowadays, we'll have the smart mobiles. That is a different story. If you're providing the time, then only the mobile, it will start. Otherwise, it won't start. Then if you insert the Tata Docomo SIM, no need to provide the time. Like before 8 years. The Tata Docomo people, at the time, they introduced to us NTP server. So all the Tata users, they are going to get the one unique time because of NTP. Tata Docomo people, at the time, they maintain NTP server. Nowadays, most of the people, they are maintaining. No need to provide the time manually here. Automatically, we are going to get the time with the help of NTP server. Our devices, it is going to synchronize. Like the same way here also, in our organization, if we having the multiple missions, right, guys? If we having the multiple missions, you need to assign the unique time. In the sense, instead of assigning the unique time manually, what we are going to do, we are going to purchase one strong mission. We are going to install the server operating system. We have the one service called CronyD. We need to install. With the help of CronyD service, we can able to configure the NTP server. Then this NTP server automatically, it is going to provide the time to the each and every mission in our network. At present, in my laptop, I doesn't have any NTP server, right? So because of that reason, no need to switch on this option. Why I have given this much of information? In the sense, in real time, we'll have the NTP server. While you are trying to installing the operating system at the time, better to provide the NTP server details. This is standalone mission. So we are trying to installing into our personal laptop. I hope you got it, guys. Okay. Right. So click done. That's it. I hope you're clear about date and time, right? Then keyboard. Click keyboard. English. If you want, you can add one more language also, depends upon your requirement. So keyboard layout. So click plus symbol here. Then you are going to get the language list. So according to your requirement, you can add. Then I'm not going to add anything. So English is enough. So English United States is enough. Click done. I hope you got it, guys. Already we done language support. English United States, no need to modify. So I hope you're clear about localization. So I hope you got it, guys. I hope you're clear about localization, right? So in localization, how many options we'll have? Date and time and keyboard and language support. Next option, software. In software, we'll have installation source, software selection. Two options we'll have in software. I hope you got it, guys, right? So double click on top of the installation source, right? Then here, first option will have auto detected installation media. Auto detected installation media, right, guys? And second option, on the network. Better to keep auto detected installation media only. See, guys, our image file. We insert the image file yesterday while we are trying to creating the virtual machine. This image file, it got detected. See, RHEL7 server 64-bit operating system. Image file, it got detected. Now we are trying to installing the operating system with the help of that image file. Okay. So we have one more option, see, on the network. Guys, coming to real-time environment, peoples, they won't allow the pen drives, DVDs and image files. Even few people, they won't allow mobiles also because of security. Because of security. So without DVD, without pen drive, without ISO image, can we able to install the operating system? No, right? So it's not possible. Then how we need to install the operating system into real-time environment? Maybe assume this, we have the legacy environment, right? In our organization, we'll have the legacy environment, right? So in this legacy environment, maybe one mission operating system, it got corrupted. Then as an administrator, we are responsible person to install the operating system. Without DVD, without pen drive, can we able to install? Yes, we can able to install. We have few services called PXE boot services and kickstart services. Kickstart services server, okay? PXE boot services, kickstart services will have. We need to configure the kickstart server. Especially in Linux, we'll have the one service called kickstart. So we have the PXE boot services. So different kinds of services will have. So according to your requirement, you can deploy one server, then you can connect the server, then we are going to communicate with server through network into our client machine. So if you keep the like in BIOS, we'll have the one option, PXE boot option. If you select the PXE boot option as a first boot device, the system, it will start through network. We can able to install the operating system through network. So we need to use this option at the time. They are going to provide the bootable images. With the help of the bootable images, we are going to start the mission. Then here we are going to provide our kickstart URL, proxy URL here. And then with the help of that URL, we are going to install the operating system. So it doesn't need DVD. So at present, we doesn't have like the services into our laptop. Because of that reason, we are selecting auto detected installation media. We are trying to installing the operating system with the help of image file. Yesterday, we configured the one virtual machine. While we are trying to configuring the virtual machine, at the time we used ISO image. CD DVD option will have, right? There we selected ISO image. Now this operating system. So we are trying to installing with the help of that ISO image. I hope you got it, guys. Here to install the operating system into virtual machine, prerequisite, first we need to download the virtual machine application, VMware Workstation, we should install, and then we need ISO image, operating system ISO image. Without ISO image, it's not possible to install the operating system. Most of the people, they will install VMware Workstation. They are going to create the virtual machine also, but they're not going to upload the image file into the virtual machine. They're not going to upload the image file into virtual machine. Without image file, we are unable to install the operating system into virtual machine. For example, you have your laptop, guys, maybe your desktop you'll have. So in your desktop, the operating system, it got corrupted, right, guys? Then how you're going to install the operating system into your desktop? With the help of DVD, with the help of pen drive. In this DVD, in this pen drive, what will have? We'll have image file. With the help of few third-party applications, we are going to create the bootable DVD and bootable pen drive. With the help of that bootable DVD, with the help of that bootable pen drive, we are going to start the mission. We are going to install the operating system. Like the same way here also, yesterday we created one virtual machine into VMware Workstation. Then we uploaded the one image file. With the help of image file, we are installing the operating system into this virtual machine. So I hope you got it, guys, right? So got it, guys? So Mr. Vinay, please focus on it. We'll discuss later, okay? So clear, guys. We need to select auto detected installation media. So click done, right? Click done. Then software selection. Next option, software selection. Guys, don't change anything in software. Let's see here. Don't change anything in installation source. You need to keep by default. So we are trying to installing the operating system with the help of image file. The image file, it got detected. If it is detected means it's properly we configure the virtual machine. I hope you got it, guys. Next option, software selection. So click software selection. Coming to software selection, we'll have first option, minimal installation. Guys, most of the people, they will select first option, right? So if you select this option, what will happen in a sense, you won't get the GUI mode. You are going to get the CLI mode. That too, we can able to execute minimalistic commands, not all the commands. Remember, guys, we are unable to execute all the commands. We are unable to perform the entire task in minimal installation. The name itself only, it is minimal installation and basic functionality. That's it. We can able to execute only few basic commands. That's it. Apart from that, we are unable to execute anything, right? So next we have server, infrastructure server, file and printer services, basic web server, virtualization host, different types of options we'll have. So no need to bother about those all stuff. So we need to select last option, server with GUI. Got it, guys? So we need to select last option, server with GUI. So now we are going to get the GUI mode along with the server operating system. And we have few add-ons here. If you select this, it will become backup server. Guys, RHEL 7.0 is a server operating system, right? We have all the services. If you need to configure FTP, you can select FTP. If you need to configure mail server, you can select email server. If you need to configure directory services, you can select. If you need to configure DNS server, you can select this DNS server. I hope you got it, guys, right? Clear? Now at present, I'm not going to select anything. So this is basic Linux session, right? We are not going to discuss any server and client concept here. No need to select anything here. Just click done, that's it. Okay. So you need to select server with the GUI, then done, that's it. Don't select any add-ons. So I hope you got it, guys. In software selection, what we need to do? We need to select server with the GUI option. That's it. Then click done. Then click done. So next, system. So I hope you got it, guys. So coming to system, we have the one more option called system. Right, guys? So in system, we'll have two more options here. Installation destination and network and host name. Right? So we need to click installation destination. Guys, by default, you'll have automatic partitioning selected. Right, guys? If you want, you can keep automatic partition also, it's not a problem. But we are trying to configuring according to our requirement now. Manual partitioning we are going to do now. Okay. So clear, guys? In system, you need to select installation destination. Installation destination means, what is the difference between installation source and installation destination? Yes, guys. What is the difference between installation source and destination? Source means image file. We are trying to installing the operating system with the help of image file. That is our installation source. Installation destination. You have the laptop. You're trying to installing the operating system into your laptop. So where you are going to install into your laptop? In which device, guys? In which device you are going to install the operating system? Hard disk. Secondary storage device. Without hard disk, can we be able to install the operating system? It's not possible. So we should have the hard disk. Then only we can able to install the operating system inside the hard disk. So this is our virtual hard disk. Yesterday, while we are trying to creating the virtual machine, at the time we provided 40 GB virtual hard disk space. It got detected. See here. Right, guys? You need to keep this black color tick on top of the hard disk. Right, guys? So we need to keep this black color tick on top of the hard disk. What is the meaning of this? We are trying to installing the operating system into that particular hard disk. If you want, you can add multiple hard disks also. It depends upon your requirement. We doesn't have the much space into laptop because of that reason. 40 GB we added right yesterday. I have added, right? So 40 GB. So this 40 GB from where it is going to take? By default, it will take from C drive. But yesterday, I changed the drive letter. So we have taken this 40 GB from E. So I hope you got it, guys. Now we are trying to installing the operating system into this 40 GB hard disk. You need to keep the stick. So by default, we'll have automatically configure the partitioning. So if you only can go with automatically partition, you can configure the automatic partition also, it's not a problem. But here we are discussing about disk management concept in future. We have one chapter called disk management, right? So if you select this option, automatically 40 GB hard disk it will take, and then it will divide into the two parts. It will install the operating system. We doesn't have the file system for doing the partitions in future. Because of that reason, we are selecting, we need to select, I will configure the partitioning. That means manual partitioning. Right, guys? We are trying to creating manual partitioning, guys. Right? According to our requirement, we are going to provide the partition size and space from 40 GB. Got it? So what we need to do? We need to select, I will configure the partition. Right, guys? So I will configure the partition and then click done. That is hard disk only, man. Virtual hard disk. It's not possible into the hard disk means what I need to give the answer. Tell me, Mr. Amar. So this is virtual machine. It's a virtual hard disk, right? And then how you can able to install the operating system into your physical hard disk, man? You have one hard disk into one laptop. Are you going to install the operating system into another laptop? Another laptop's hard disk? No, right? This virtual machine hard disk we have, this is one virtual machine. In this virtual machine hard disk itself only we are trying to installing. How you can able to install into the physical hard disk? If you try to installing the operating system into physical hard disk, what will happen? You're going to lose the entire Windows operating system. You need to connect the image file into your laptop directly at the time. You need to install the operating system into your physical hard disk in the sense. I hope you got it, guys. So here we are using virtual hard disk. The virtual pace it is going to get from physical hard disk itself only. Without physical machine, there is no virtual machine. Remember, even cloud environment also. Without legacy infrastructure, there is no cloud and there is no virtual infrastructure. Simple, guys. If we having the place, then only we can able to build the building, right? If you doesn't have the place where you are going to build the building, same concept. If we have the mission, then only we can able to configure the multiple virtual missions. Then only we can able to create the multiple virtual missions. Then only we can able to create our own personal clouds. You should have the physical infrastructure, legacy infrastructure. Then only we can able to configure. Remember, right, guys? So now we need to select, I will configure the partition, and next you are going to get like the screen. Installation summary. Right, guys? So here manual partitioning. We are doing manual partitioning. So here coming to different types of mount points will have standard partition, BTRFS, LVM thin provisioning, and those all stuff. Better to keep LVM only by default. Don't change anything. I will tell you what is LVM, what is standard partition while we are discussing about disk management concept at the time. Don't worry. At present, we are installing the operating system. We need to bother about the installation, right? So here, LVM, logical volume management, I will teach you while we are discussing about disk management concept at the time. I hope you got it, guys. Now, how many partitions we need to create manually? At least 3 partitions we need to create, minimum. Right, guys? Root, boot, and swap. Root, boot, and swap. Got it, guys? So let's see here. We have plus symbol, right? We need to click this plus symbol. Then forward slash is a root. Forward slash is root, guys. Okay? Minimum recommended 2 GB. Minimum at least we should provide 2 GB space. More than 2 GB you can give according to your requirement. / 2 GB minimum recommended. At least we should provide 2 GB. Then you can give more than 2 GB, depends upon your requirement. We have total 40 GB space, right? Then I'm trying to providing 12 GB for root. 12 capital G. 12 capital G. Then add mount point. We need to add mount point / it got created. See here. The / size is 12 GB. Maybe I will tell you / after completing the installation or otherwise tomorrow. Because third chapter, it's a very, very important chapter. Got it? Tomorrow I'm going to disable the chart also. Because unnecessary things people they're asking. Okay. So after completing the session, I'm going to enable the chart. Because you should not disturb. So while we are trying to discussing about file system hierarchy, because 10 to 20% Linux depends upon file system hierarchy. If you're unable to understand the file system hierarchy, you are unable to understand the Linux. Right? If you have the time, then I will start now itself only. If it doesn't have the time, we'll do tomorrow. Clear? So first partition / 12 GB. Right? So again plus. Then boot. Right? Boot minimum 200 MB. 200 MB is enough, but I'm trying to providing 400 MB. Not 400 GB, 400 MB. We doesn't have 400 GB space into our virtual machine. We have only 40 GB space. Got it, guys? So now we need to provide minimum 200 MB. Minimum maximum 200 is enough. But I have given 400 MB, okay? No need to provide more than 200 MB. So clear? So two partitions we created. One is / another one is boot. Next, one more partition. Swap, right? Swap is a virtual RAM. Tomorrow I will tell you what is swap, what is the use of swap and those all stuff very clearly. Don't worry. Swap is a virtual RAM. We need to provide the swap partition equal to RAM or otherwise double of the RAM. In this virtual machine, how much RAM space we provided? Amar, I said no. Okay, you said okay, right? So let's see, guys, here. So how much RAM we provided for this virtual machine? 2 GB. Yesterday, while we are trying to creating the virtual machine, at the time we provided 2 GB RAM for actually total 16 GB I have into my laptop. So we provided 2 GB for virtual machine. Right, guys? So 2 GB for virtual machine means here you can use 2 GB swap partition or otherwise double 4 GB. So swap we need to provide equal to RAM or otherwise double of the RAM. Right? So here I'm providing 10 GB. Actually, we need to provide 4 GB recommended. But I'm providing 10 GB. It is going to install a little bit quickly. Okay. So add mount point. Right, guys? How many partitions we created? So 3. One is root, another boot, swap. So those 3 partitions are mandatory, minimum. Right? Remaining all optional, guys. Remaining partitions, all optional. Remaining mount points, all optional. Okay, we'll create one mount point called home. Okay, so now 8 GB size we are providing for this home. See, guys, what is the difference between home and root boot swap? Root boot swap, those all belongs to system. System means operating system. I hope you got it, guys. Home, it belongs to data, to store our personal data. Those 3 partitions are operating system related partitions and home personal partition. To store our personal data, we are going to create one partition called home / home. I hope you're clear, guys, how to create the partitions manually. Okay. So 4 partitions we created. Total how much space? 40 GB. In that, how much we utilize? Approximately 30. Remaining 10 GB space we'll have. This is available space. We are going to use this available space in future. While we are discussing about disk management concept, at the time we are going to use this 10 GB space to create the partitions. So got it, guys? That's it. And click done. So click done. Accept changes. That's it. So I hope you got it, guys. So click done and accept changes. Then go to network and host. See, guys, here we'll have network and host name. So click network and host name. Ethernet. Ethernet means सब हम लोग मैनुअली बना रहे हैं अभी यहाँ पे. Everything we are doing manually. Root, boot, swap, home. Those 4 partitions we did manually, right? So if you maybe you need to go with automatic, no need to do those all stuff. First option you can select automatic configure. But why we select manual partition in a sense? In future we are going to discuss about disk management concept. At the time we need some file system, some space. Okay. So if you use automatic configure, what will happen in a sense? The 40 GB it is going to utilize. We doesn't have the space. Space के लिए हम लोग जो है ना manual partition बना रहे हैं यहाँ पे. I hope you got it, guys, right? So now here Ethernet, right, guys? So Ethernet means NIC card. So this is a Ethernet card. I have Ethernet card to my laptop. Okay. So now we are going to switch on this. We need to switch on this Ethernet. If you have the internet connectivity, automatically you are going to get one IP address. Okay. If you have the internet connectivity properly, you're going to get the automatic IP address here. No need to bother about the IP addresses. We'll discuss later while we're discussing about networking concept at the time. I'll show you how to assign the IP addresses and those different types of options we'll have to assigning the IP addresses at the time. I will tell you. And this is our network and host. This is network and host name. And this is network option we need to enable. And then here, host name. So mission name, computer name you can give. Right, guys? So according to your requirement, you can use server.example.com, client.example.com, right? Localhost. We have by default localhost, local domain. So I'm going with localhost, local domain only. Okay. So click done. Just you need to switch on the Ethernet. That's it. And then click done. No need to change anything. Okay. So I hope you're clear about those, all the options, right? Do you have any doubts, any questions here? No, right? If I click begin installation, I'm unable to get this screen. Because of that reason, I'm asking. If I click this begin installation, we are unable to get the previous screen. So I hope you're clear. I hope you doesn't have any doubts, right? What if you have Wi-Fi? Automatically you will get, no need to bother. Yesterday I said, while we are trying to creating the virtual machine at the time in network adapter, we should select bridge connection or NAT. If you having LAN, select NAT. If you have the Wi-Fi, select bridge. Automatically you are going to get the internet connection. No need to bother about the Wi-Fi drivers. Okay. So please explain about keyboard. What will have their keyboard? We'll have US English keyboard. That's it. We selected. That's it. See here. This is US English keyboard. Just we need to select US English keyboard and then click done. Okay. Yeah. Welcome, Praveen. Mr. Siva. Okay, guys. Let's see here. So click begin installation. So let's see, guys, here. Root password. Click root password. Then you can give password. According to your requirement, you can give the password. Don't ask your password to me, okay? So from tomorrow onwards, people, they will install and then they are going to get, sir, how we need to get the root password? How I can able to give you a root password? Tell me. Most of the people, they're asking like that only. And they're coming to me and, sir, I forgot my root password. How I need to get? So you should remember, okay? How to break the root password, we'll have time. That is also I will show you, don't worry. We have the operating system boot process chapter. At the time I will teach you. Not now. Right? You need to provide your own password. Right? I don't know your password, okay? Your wish. According to your requirement, you can give. So I'm providing. So minimum 8 characters. You know already, right? So minimum 8 characters. So this is my personal mission, right? Because of that reason, I have given only 6 characters. Click done. And then create one user account. Student is a user. Then provide password for student user. Student user, guys. One local user we are creating, okay? Click done. That's it. Total 1189 packages will have. So now 21 packages got installed. We should wait few minutes. It will take 10 to 15 minutes. So I hope you got it. Now let's see how to download the image file. I will show you. Your wish, Anwar, it depends. According to your requirement, you can give full name and username. So display name, you are going to get username, and full name also you can give, or otherwise you can give same also. It's not a problem. Okay. Right, guys. So let's see here how to download the image file. And I don't know really. You people, you know very well how to download the movies from iBomma and those Bomma, that Bomma, huh? Right? But you don't know how to download the image file, huh? Right? Okay. You know very well how to search the like web series and those all stuff, huh? But you don't know how to download image file, how to download the VMware workstation. Yes, root user is administrator. Right. So let's see, guys, here. RHEL 7 ISO, you can type in Google. So this is our official website. See, guys, here. Developers.redhat.com. So there we'll have the products, right? So click here. Click on top of this official website. This is Red Hat official website, guys. Guys, you need to create one account called RHN account. Red Hat member account. It's a free only, no need to pay anything. Like how we are trying to creating the Gmail and Facebook account, like the same way you can create. Already I have my account. I'm trying to log in into this account. Okay. So let's see, guys, here. I'm logging into my account now. Guys, latest version is 9.1. RHEL 9.1. They introduced to us 9.0. They introduced to us before 5 months, 5 to 6 months before they introduced to us. Recently, they launched 9.1 also. Then if you want, you can download 9.1 also. It's not a problem. Okay. Better to download 7, 8, 9. Don't download 8.2, 8.4 like this. Okay. 7.0 or other 7.9 also you can download. It's not a problem. Don't download 8.2, 8.4 and those all stuff. Otherwise, instead of downloading the 8.4, 8.5, better to download 9.0. Right? It depends. Your wish, whatever it may be, everything I will teach you. Don't worry. Okay. Maximum will have same options. We doesn't have any differences. Okay. So let's see, guys. This is 9.0 version. If you try to downloading the 9.0, which file we need to download? Don't download this, and this file. Don't download this. We need to download this DVD ISO. Which one we need to download? DVD ISO. How much size will have? See, more than 8 GB. Okay. Better to download into your home. Okay. Because 10 GB will have here. Okay. We are unable to download here. It doesn't have that much of internet speed here. Right. So let's see guys here. Coming to 8.7. Same DVD ISO. Here 2 DVD ISO will have, right? Which one we need to select? 64-bit. 64-bit. Right? Don't select ARC. You need to select 64-bit. Okay. So here 11 GB will have more than 11 GB. Right? 9, 8 GB, 7.9 GB. Okay. 8.4. Don't download 8.4 and those all stuff, guys. So better to download 7.9. So 4 GB you'll have. This is enough for doing the practice. Right. So DVD ISO, Red Hat 64-bit, and then you can download it.